Welcome back to Cultivating with Sandra. I know this is my second live today, and today I have a lot of little tasks that I need to do. And this one is really, I'm going to finish it tomorrow, but today's prep day. And I wanted to let you in what I do for to prepare my sea moss. Um, Let me tell you a little bit my history with sea moss. My sister has had Hashimoto thyroid, and she was doing some research on how to support her thyroid because she is a certified degree chef. So she wanted to do it through the foods, because Hashimoto has a lot to do with the food that you intake. So she started her own little experiment with CMOS, and come to find out that she got rid of her Hashimoto thyroid. It took probably a month to get rid of it, but she did it. So then I had hypo, which is slow thyroidism. And I did the same thing, and I got also rid of my medication. So I'm like, now we share it with anybody that wants to hear it. It's up to you if you want to follow it. But prepping for CMOS for me, is very important. So let's get started because I'm going to make a small quantity of it. And let me see if I can move you this way to the sink. I am going to put about 3 ounces, well, maybe this way, 3 ounces of sea moss, because once you get your sea moss going, it's going to multiply. So I'm just want 3 ounces. That's 1.4. That's 3 ounces. So I have 3 ounces of sea moss. Make sure that you source your sea moss through a reputable company. And what we're going to do right here is we are going to rinse it. What we're going to do, we're going to try to get all this salt from it and all those little pieces of things that you may not need. You will not need. Let me get this spot that I just made. And there are sometimes some little black things. My husband call it poop. The sea moss poop. But anything that it could be there, you're rinsing the salt off, and you're rinsing all the foreign things that could be in it. Once you rinse it, I'm almost there. I do not like that fishy scent, so I'll show you what I do to reduce the smell. And I don't know if you could see, you could probably see all this salt at the bottom. So we rinse it. I rinse it again. And then what I do, I put some distilled water to soak it. So I am going to, yes, you could use chlorinated water. You don't be knowing everything that is added to that water. And I want to maintain all of its medicinal value. And then the next thing, I have rinsed this earlier, but let me rinse it again. We are going to cut up this lemon. And we are going to, you could actually first, let me see, let me bring you a little bit closer. You can squish it all in there, and then if it's washed, drop it in. And or you could slice it, but I don't have time for slicing. I got a full schedule today, so we want to make sure I honor your time and mine. So we're gonna leave this here for 5 minutes. So we are gonna soak it for 5 minutes to make sure that that scent is, some of the scent is actually gone. So we are gonna soak it, and then I'll tell you what we're gonna do next. But like I told you, we started using sea moss thanks to my sister and her culinary research on natural ways to control your thyroid. So that was that. But then I usually take my sea moss, especially when I'm starting to feel tired, which means that my thyroid is not working properly, blah, blah, blah. So, and then I forget, I get busy, I forget, I don't take it here, or I run out and I'm too lazy to make some more. Like, I honestly been out for a month. So this weekend I was at the market, and my sister says, to, because she by the way, her website is the number one sassy cook, 1SASSYCOOK.com. So she has her own event planning. She's a one-stop shop, but she sells this on her website. And this lady was ordering it for herself, and she was sharing her, her experience and all that. And then she says, and yes, and I also realized that it controls my hot flashes. And I was like, huh? My ears were like, what? I said, sis, you never told me that. Yeah, she says, yep, it controls my hot flashes. And it kind of makes sense, because for the last month my hot flashes are coming back, and they're not as bad as they used to. Like, I thought I was going to have an anxiety attack trying to rip all of my clothes off in middle of the night because I'm burning up. It's nothing like that. It used to be like that, but I think that this has controlled it. So I'm like, okay, it is time for me to get on back on my CMOS, not only for my thyroid, but I'm gonna see if it works on my hot flashes like it works on my sister's hot flashes. So those are personal stories or personal testimony or personal things that I have used CMOS, or I or my family have used CMOS. Well, I should say my sister Michelle. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let it soak. It's still got another minute, but outside of that, I want to read to you some of the benefits of CMOS. Okay, it says it's for 8 different things. So it says mineral powerhouse. So it has iodine for thyroid support, magnesium for muscle and nerve function, calcium for bone and teeth, potassium for hydration and heart health, and zinc and iron for immune and blood support. So vital is good for vitality and replenishment. Then we have 2, support the immune system. It's good with antioxidant and antiviral compounds. It helps fight infection, and it traditionally has been used for cold and flu. So for the stressful season, immune stressful season. 3, it is good for gut healing and digestive support. It got that mucilage that it is good for the lining of your stomach lining. So it is a gel-like fiber. It goes into digestive tract, and it's good. It could prevent acid reflux, irritation in the gut lining, and mild constipation. So it's a demulcent herb. Thyroid support. It is naturally high in iodine and support healthy thyroid hormone production. But remember, if you're already on medication, consult your doctor. It did help me. I did not consult my doctor. I listened to my sister, which she has shared with her doctor, and doctor took her over medicine. And I'm like, okay, if she's good with her doctor, then I will be good. We have the same doctor. Also, it's good for skin, hair, and beauty benefits. Hydrates the skin topically or internally. It supports collagen production, and it helps improve skin elasticity, hair strength, scalp health, and it is good for face masks, gels, and hair products. It also is good for heart health support. It reduces inflammation. It supports high cholesterol levels, healthy, no, high, healthy cholesterol. So it lowers your cholesterol. Potassium, oh, those are 5 minutes. Potassium content in the blood pressure is good. It gives energy. It's good for iron, magnesium. It's great for fatigue, after workout recovery, and low energy days. And for respiratory, it breaks up mucus, soothes the throat, and support the lung health. So it's good also to include it in some of your tea. So common uses are dry CMOS gel capsule, and topical for the skin. Now, contraindication and consideration. This is something that I put on every single of my teas, of my herb blends, of anything that I make. Contraindication. It may interact with your thyroid medication, of course, because it can replace your thyroid medication. If you're pregnant, and if you have any sensitivity to iodine, always source clean, well-crafted CMOS. Do not get one of those that are processed in a farm, like not in the sea. So those are not good. So lots and lots and lots and lots of benefit for CMOS. And I know that there's a big deal about the people thought it was just a trend, but it's not a trend. It is people realizing that, oh my goodness, this can heal so many things. So for those of you wanting to order from my sister, onesassycook.com, the number one. Please know that she only delivers in Baytown, Texas. So I'm sorry if you're not in Baytown. But I'm showing you how to do it so you can actually do it yourself. So we have soaked this in distilled water. We rinsed it. We soaked it in distilled water and a lemon. You could use a lime too. So now we are going to drop all this lemon water out. So that's your second rinse. And then, because this is going to grow 3 times its size, I am going to play it safe and get a larger bowl. So in a larger bowl, I'm going to put my 3 ounces of CMOS, and I am going to cover it with water. And I'm using distilled water. So it's completely covered. So let me see if I can bring you. Whoop. So it's completely covered in my CMOS is completely covered in water. And then I am going to cover it. And I am going to, well, I guess I'll cover it later. Can't find my cover for that one. Oh, here, please. And I'm going to leave it on my countertop for 24 to 48 hours. Okay? And my CMOS is going to rehydrate itself, and it's going to do what it does, expand and release. So it's going to get this gooey texture that I will show you tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow night. And then we'll make our CMOS. So if you want to make the CMOS with me tomorrow, make sure that you get some sea moss, you rinse it, you soak it for 5 minutes with some lemon or lime, and then you let it soak for at least 24 hours. And then tomorrow, we'll make our sea moss. I think I want pineapple sea moss. So we'll make some plain sea moss and some pineapple sea moss. I don't like plain sea moss, but I will make it and show it to you, and then you decide how it is. Some people start with flavor pine flavor sea moss, and then they go down into the just plain sea moss. I don't like plain sea moss. So I do pineapple. Sometimes I do pineapple and strawberry. Sometimes I do strawberry sea moss. Sometimes I do blueberry sea moss. Sometimes I do raspberry sea moss. Sometimes I do blackberries. No, I haven't done blackberries, but blackberries would work. All the berries will work, and pineapple from what I have done. So you decide what it is that what flavor you want, or if you want it plain, especially oh, and I don't have any today, but I will have some tomorrow, is some dates. I don't have any dates. Let me see. I always soak 2 to 3 dates, because it will, no, I don't have any. It will enhance. Oh, I do. So in another container, what I'm gonna do, actually, let me do that right now because I may forget. Where's one of my little bowls? Oh, here we go. I'm going to get the container. For this one, the most I will do is 3 dates. So, oh, I don't like this. I don't like the way they look. I don't like the way they taste. But it's a good substitute for sugar. Not that you need it with pineapple, but if your pineapple is not super ripe, then you may need some dates. So you get 3 days. I get 3 days for these 3 ounces of sea moss. That will probably have 9 ounces, and then I soak them also the same amount as I do my sea moss. So I get them rehydrated again. And then tomorrow we'll come live and we will blend all of this. I'll show you exactly how to blend it and the amounts. And then you can decide if you want to do this for yourself. So this is CMOS Prep Day. Thank you for watching. We'll see you in the next live. Bye.